Hello, this is Frida. Welcome to my channel. For today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to crochet a beanie hat. 4 years ago, I did a tutorial on how to crochet this brimmed hat, and it's the same method. Okay, and this one I used 4-weight yarn here. It's a little bit thicker than a 4-weight, but it's super soft. So, I'm going to show you the diagram that I have drawn, and you can screenshot this. But here I don't start with a 10. I did start with a 10. It didn't work out, so I'm starting with a 12 instead of a 10. So just ignore this part. So by 12, I mean 12 half double crochets that we're going to be crocheting. Okay, this is for the brim hat, and it really depends on your yarn. If you're using a thin yarn, you can continue crocheting this method. But for the beanie hat that I'm going to show you, you need to use a chunky hat, which lots of people don't have chunky yarn. You need to use a chunky yarn, but lots of people don't have chunky yarn in their stash, right? So I just wanted to show you. I finished this yesterday, and then with the same yarn, what I did is I double strand it. And when you double strand it, this is how it becomes. And I didn't do the brim. So what I did on this one, I don't have a written pattern. As if you have been following me, I do not write patterns. I don't have the time to write patterns. So this is the reason I do tutorials, so I can go back and check, because I've been knitting, crocheting all my life, and this is a reference to me and to my followers. So what we're going to do is I'm not going to do the magic loop method. I put a stop to that. I had a lady who came to buy yarn from me, and she said she never does the magic loop. She used to do it, and it always comes apart for some reason. So when she told me about this, I said I'm not going to do it either. So what we're going to do is we're going to chain 3 and then start making 12 half double crochets in that tiny 3 chain. But this is how it's going to look. If you have chunky yarn, a 6-weight, that would be great. But if you don't, you can just double strand and then crochet these. It gives you the same thickness, same softness, and yeah. So we're going to start with 12 half double crochets, and the next row we're going to do 2 on those each half double crochets, and then on the next row we're going to do 1 2 1 2, and on the next row we're going to do 2 1 1 2. If you are working with chunky yarn like I did, I double stranded. This is all we're going to do, and we're going to continue crocheting 1 double crochets on each. But if you have a thin yarn, I would highly recommend you to continue doing your increases. Okay, and on this one, on the brim one, that's what I did. I followed this diagram. Okay, and like I said, I will pin it, and to do this 4 row, you can increase that to 5, 6. It depends on how brim you want it, the wideness you want your brim. Okay, so yeah, that was 4 years ago, and I'm gonna show you how to do this chunky and so fun. So what I did is yeah, like I said, screenshot this, copy it. I did not go back. And if you want to do the brim, if you're going to do the beanie, I do about 12 rows or 13. It depends. Again, here I think I did only 9 after finishing the increase. Again, with the yarn. And here's I used my waist yarn on this one. Doesn't this look nice? So I'm going to show you how to finish it up on this, and it just turned fantastic. Look at this. It's so chunky and so cozy when you put it on. Okay, Okay, if you want to come and check my Instagram page. I did post a short yesterday, so you can look at that one, me wearing one. So it's nice and cozy, but I like the brim. That's the reason I do brim hats. It depends on how you like it. So I finished this. Yeah, this is the one that I did the short. This doesn't look long enough, but believe me, it is long. Yeah, this was yarn wool, Angora rabbit, and the stiffer yarn you have, the better it will become. Yeah, when you put it on, it just looks fantastic. It is unisex, and everyone can wear these hats. For kids, just decrease the increases, and put it on your head. And this is when I started, just to show you. And again, I double strand it. This is a 4-weight. Okay, here's when I started, just to show you. Here's another one I started. Look at these colors. Okay, I stopped doing the increase on this one, and I'm just crocheting around and around. Okay, and the yarn that I used it's this Walmart brand yarn. So I just double stranded, took one inside and took one from the outside, and I'm just crocheting this. And here's the Hobby Lobby yarn. Okay, and I did the same thing. I just started this last night, just to give you an idea how it looks like. Again, I double strand this, and this is super soft though compared to this, the Walmart brand. But the end results are just fantastic. Think about it. So I am doing my increases on this one. And I finished doing the increases. Just measure your crown area. But the measurements that I'm going to give you will fit everyone. Even for kids that have big head. Okay. So I just wanted to show you a very simple method here. Okay, the yarn that I'm going to use, oh, sorry about the in the bag. It's going to be this yarn. It's similar to the red one that I just showed. It is thick, but it is super soft. So when you knit it up, it becomes like this. So it's going to be like this. And yeah, so I'm going to double strand again. Use the yarn in your stash. Don't go and buy it. If you do have, I don't know, blanket yarns, that would work as well. Velvets, definitely. So, and then when I'm going to pull one from the inside, just like this. But doesn't this look fantastic? I just love it, love it, love it. Okay, so let me put these aside and let's start with the tutorial. Okay, again, I will pin that spiral hat, which I did it 4 years ago. I had to go back and check it. And I'm always looking to improve my tutorials, I just made a little bit of change and it just turned fantastic. Yeah. Okay, let me put this aside here. Okay, like I said, this is a cake that I bought 3 years ago. And the crochet hook, that I'm going to be using is a 6.5 millimeter crochet hook. It is the Tunisian crochet hook. Okay, I'm just trying. There's a knot at the end here. Okay, so again, it's very simple. It's mindless. I would highly recommend for beginners. So I'm going to try to show it as slow as I can. I do get complaints that I crochet fast. You can go to settings to crochet it slow if you want, but this is the slowest I can go, and I am going to show you step by step. Okay, from start to end. Here we go. So this is the 6.5. If you are a tight crocheter, you can play around with it. You can use a bigger crochet hook. But yeah, this is the one I'm going to use. Okay, so I am starting. Chain 1, 2, 3. And then come to that first chain right here. And then make a slip stitch. Okay, right here, I'm not going to chain to go up or anything. Again, this is a spiral hat, so we don't do that. And then here, right, it's going to be a little bit tough, but that's no problem. I forgot to pull up, you need a stitch marker. Okay, put the stitch marker there. Yarn over and then pull at once. So this is number 1. We're going to do a total of 12. And then put that stitch marker right there on top of it. So this is the first. This is how I will know to start the next increase. Okay. Sorry about that. It's a little bit tight here. Okay, so I'm going to fit in 12 in here. It's going to be a little bit tough, but that's okay. And then I'm going to crochet 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then pull, 8, 9, then pull, 10, 11, and then 12. Okay, and as you can see, I've been weaving as I went. Okay, so I have weaved some of this here. So soft. I don't know what brand yarn this is out there. It can be a Lion brand. It is a little bit thick. So yeah, so I have 12. So we're going to start on the next row. Okay, so right here, usually what we do is we crochet from here, right? What we do is we go in between these two V's. I showed it here so you can see it better. But we're not going to do that. What we're going to do is we're going to go to the back. Can you see those pearls on the back? That's where we're going to grab. Right here. The first one's going to be a little bit tough. So I'm going to do 2 half double crochets in that pearl that you see. Okay, and then I'm going to move my stitch marker and then mark it on the first double crochet that I did. So this is the 2 double crochet that I did the increase. So we're doing the increase, and then you will see these V's showing on the front. Okay, so I go to the next one. Again, this is how we're going to hold it. Okay, I did show the same method on the brimmed hat 4 years ago. Okay, and then again, I'm going to do 2 half double crochets, and you will automatically see these V's. You can make on here, see these 2 V's, which I did on this hat, just to show you. See, when you do that way, you will only have one line. Okay, this is just a demonstration I wanted to show you. If you do it that way, that's how it will end. This is 100% wool though, but I really like how it's turning up. So just to show you an idea. But we're not going to do it that way for this hat, spiral hat. The other one's a spiral hat too. We do it on the back. Okay, and then you go here. When you turn it around, you will see those. Let me show it. Just like this. So when we do a half double crochet, this is where we go in on the next row. We grab this right here. And then when we do that, you will see the V's. Just looks fantastic. So I did 1, 2, and then you go to the next one again. These are the ones that you grab. Okay? You can pull them out if you want, but that's how we do this beanie hat. So 1, 2, it's just half double crochet. You can do single crochet if you want. Then you have to do more increases, more rows of increases. Okay, 2. So 2, 2, 2. Again, if you're confused, you can't see where they are, it's right here. Just pull them like this, and then you can see them. It's right behind, see? 2, 2. You can count if you want. Oops, my cake fell. But I'm not counting because I've been crocheting so many. If you want to count, you can count. 12 times 2, 24. Okay, so we're right here. We're right here. You can count if you want. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Oh, see what I did here? No. Yeah, I did not do increases, so I'm just going to frog this. Fortunately, I don't have a pause button. Yeah, so just be careful. We need to do 2, 2, 2. So we did 2 here. 2 here, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. I think this is way better. And then 24. So this is the last one. So we're going to start doing the next increase row. Okay. Automatically I come here and then I make half double crochet. Okay. So we're going to be doing this row of the increase. So we're going to do 1, and then we're going to do 2, and then we're going to do 1. We're going to do 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and we're going to finish it with a 1. Okay? Just going to grab some water. So we started with a 1. Just going to move the marker there. And then we're going to do 2 double crochets onto the next. Okay, it's right here. So 2, and then 1 to the next one. Okay, 2 to the next one. As you can see, I am holding it this way. Okay, this is how we're crocheting this beanie. And then 1 and then 2. Okay, 1 and then 2. 1 and then 2. 1 and then 2. 1 and then 2. 1. Uses up lots of yarn. I would highly recommend to use the yarn in your stash. And then 2. 1 and then 2. 1 and then 2. 1 and then 2. And then we finish up with 1. Okay, so we're going to start the next increase. Okay, this is how it looks like. Spiral. This is why I call this the spiral hat beanie. Okay, so we just finished with the 1, and then we're going to start with the 2. So this is going to be the last row when you're doing the chunky. Like I double ply this, double strand it. Double ply, well, double ply is actually this, but I'm double stranding it. So we're going to start with a 2, 1, 1. Okay, this is wrong. Just ignore that one. 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, and then we're going to finish it with a 2, okay? With a 2, we're going to finish it. So we're going to start with a 1, 1, 2, 1, 1. Just double checking. Yeah, I'm going to start with a 2. Okay. So we still finished with a 1, and then I find this. We're going to do 2 right away, and then I'm going to move my marker. Again, if you're using chunky yarn like this, if you're a spinner, that's what I'm planning to do, spin a lot. I have lots of fiber. If I have the time, that's the thing. But I just love this, and I had to share it with you. Again, I don't have a written pattern. If you ask me a written pattern, I'm sorry, I don't. I am explaining as I go. You can write your own pattern if you want. Just follow me. Pause it, rewind it, and continue watching. Okay, so we started with a 2, and then we're going to do 1, 1, and then we're going to do 2, the next one. So again, 1, 1, and then 2. Okay. 1, 1, and then 2. Okay. Okay, let me just go back. 2, 1, 1, 2. 1, 1. Okay, I did not do 2. 1, 1, and then 2. I did make a rug out of this pattern that I'm showing you. So round and around, so you can make rugs as well. Yeah, and it's super soft. It'd be nice on the feet. So 1, I did my 2, and then 1, 1, and then 2. Okay, and then 1, 1, then 2. Okay, the way I'm holding, just want to show you, hold it in an angle like this so you can see those pearls. I call them the pearls. Some people call them rice. I think in Turkish they call them rice. That bumps. So 2, 1, 1. And my ball fell. My cake fell. Okay, so we did 2, 1, 1. Yeah, it's right here, these long ones. Okay, 2, and then 1, 1, then 2. 2, 1, 1, 2. Just go check again. So 2, 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. 1 half double crochet, 2, and then 2 half double crochets in that same spot. Okay, and we were supposed to finish with a 2, so we did, and we finished. This is how it will look like. Put it on your head. It should cover your crown. Okay, I wouldn't highly recommend you to do more increases. Do not do, then it would be too big and then you would have to frog it. But this is I've been crocheting, I don't know how many did I crochet so far. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5, 6 I believe. And yeah, and I did have to frog it because it was too big. But when you're crocheting with a chunky yarn, and if you're using bigger than this, I wouldn't recommend you to go to do more increases. But if you're using a smaller yarn, yeah, continue following this chart, which is 1 double crochet, 1 half double crochets on each, and then you do another increase, and then you make it. If you have a bigger head, if your head is bigger than 22 inches around, then continue making crochet 1 in each half double crochet, and then make another. Repeat this what we just did, 2 and then 1, 1, 2. But yeah, if your regular head is like this, yeah, if you're crocheting with a chunky yarn, just make half double crochets on each, and then you will be done. And then continue crocheting until the length that you want. Some people like it just before their ears. Some people like it to cover their ears, which I like to cover my ears. So that's what I did on this one. I made it long. Yeah. And by long, I mean you can count these ridges if you want. So when you count them, see, when you hold it like this is how you count them. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I did on this one. I counted the increases as well. Okay, So you can make as long as you want, like I said, but again, it's your preference. But on each row, that's what we're going to make. Half double crochets on each, half double crochets until the length that you want. Okay, and just again measure it, see how it looks, fits on you, put it on your head. And if you're making it for a child, I wouldn't do, just maybe do 2 increases. You put it on the child's head, and then you can figure out. So what you do is you won't do this last increase for a child that we just did. Okay, so I hope this information helps you, and I'm trying to show you all the tricks, the tips that can help you crochet this beanie, spiral beanie hat. Okay, so this is all to it. So you continue crocheting like this, and then it will fold. Okay, it will start folding. Let me just grab this one I already. So it will be like this, and then you will continue crocheting. Okay, let me just see. This one I had a thicker yarn, and I had these tiny ones, thin ones. I believe they're number 2 or maybe number 1. So I did 3 of that, and try to give that well, it's not bulky as this, the pink one. So you crochet the length that you want. See, this one is, because it's thin, I did 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16. So I did 16, and where's my marker is here. So I was already coming to the 17th, but this one is almost finished. I would highly recommend to come to your marker and then finish it up, but unfortunately I did extra. You know what I mean? I did extra, so I'm just going to finish it up till I finish. This was about a 50 gram. So if you have about 100 gram, you will crochet the perfect beanie. 100 gram. Yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, it's a little bit tough here. Okay, so I am going to finish it up. To do that, going to make, so I made my last double crochet, and then here I'm going to make a single crochet. Actually, I should have done 2. Yeah, let me just, so I'm going to do single crochet. It's a little bit hard to hold it. Okay, I did 2. So this is the reason I'm doing it. So I lowered the height, and then here this last one I'm going to do a slip stitch. Okay. And then I'm going to secure it with a chain, and then pull it, and then I'm going to cut the yarn. Yeah, this was my leftover yarn from a sweater I have knit. See, this was the thick yarn that I used up all to the end. And then I'm going to weave this. I'm going to grab a smaller crochet hook. Again, like I said, you can crochet that side as long as you want to cover your ears. I do make a knot. Secure it, and then I will continue weaving this just to show you. There's silk in this one, and I do make knots like this just to hold it. There's silk, there's wool, there's everything in this yarn, this hat now. Okay, I will put it on my head and I will share it on my TikTok, my Instagram, and try to put it a thumbnail for you guys to see at the beginning. So I hope you like this tutorial. It's super easy. Okay. And then what I do is I put my my leather I do have a unboxing and review about these that I bought from Etsy. So go and check it out. I put it where the height goes down so that this covers it. I love it. And this is where I put my logo. Okay. Again, after doing your increases, you just continue crocheting around and around to finish it up. And it looks goldish, doesn't it? Just love it, love it, love it. Yeah. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe, share it with your family and friends, and don't forget to hit that notification button so every time I post a new video, you will be notified, indicating there's something new for you to watch. Just want to show you again on each. It will curl up, it won't be flat. Just to show you how this one turned out. See, the more I'm going to crochet around and around, it will become like a bowl. You can make bowls with this pattern that I just shared with you as well. Yeah, I love this yarn as well. I'm planning to make a sweater for myself. Thought to be a cardigan, but sweater would be more nice and cozy with one strand, of course. You guys take care. Bye-bye.